case. Can you imagine trying to do this when you're drunk?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. I'll leave that there for a minute. We need to get that over at Gailey so that we can clean all the stuff up over there. We've not stopped, have we, this week?
No.
Lost my voice. I've not got COVID.
No,
I had to do a test. So I've not got COVID. Few new vans over at the Caravan place at Wolverhampton. I think we've had one more in over at Gailey, haven't we? So I think we'll have a look at that next week. But nice big twin axle. This is a 2017. Is it? Yeah. It's 21,495. I think it's got a motor mover. Nice big side island bed. 4-wheel drive motor mover. Nice big washroom at the back. So we had an issue with a toilet today, didn't we? Toilet pump not working, and we've done a video. We'll pop the little link up in the video of how to do that. And at one point, I thought I was going to have to watch the video of how to repair them. It wasn't happening, was it? Nope. So I did all the things that we do on the video, all the testing.
And it wasn't any of those.
Yeah, basically. So it was nothing, none of them. I think we looked in this one the other week, didn't we? So it's nice to be back at Garden Village. We've got most of sort of stuff to a point over at Gailey, haven't we? So we just then got to fine tune it all. As I say, the sweeper, I think we're going to take that over there. So this is a 2017 as well, and this is 19,995, and I've just made all the numbers ping.
Yeah.
Just ping them.
They keep falling off.
Yeah, ping them. So nice single bed van. We've got a nice single bed van at the end. I don't think we'll get a chance to look in that. So that's a nice one. That's not long coming. We've got a nice Lunar Clubman SE there.
Coming into stock, is it?
Yeah, that'll be coming in stock. That's got to go round the corner. Is it open? Fixed bed. So we've got the fixed bed. Seating. It's locked. Seating at the front. You can have a look through the window. It's nice colours in that.
Oh, yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
So that's.
Big blue and grey.
Yeah, that's a nice van. The Palette, we've still got this. I can't believe this is still here. This is, it gets better and better every time I look at this.
Yeah, I did some up-to-date pictures of this. I was surprised it hadn't gone.
Yeah,
It's a lovely van.
it is.
Massive.
It's a very nice van. Somebody's had the window open. I think some of the kids have been playing.
It's super duper on a site, this would.
I don't think that we've been in to clean it fully yet still. So we need to just go back through, give it a full valet.
I love the little breakfast area there.
Yeah, good little idea, isn't it? So this is 2021 at 25,995. It's not too bad on the weight actually, considering it's such a big van. 17.15 maximum, so not bad. We've got another. Do you need an hand? You all right? Yeah. Sure. So we've got another Palermo coming in. That's a little bit older. Back to the. No, it's just the standard width. Going back to our toilet. So we did all the things on our toilet, all the checks, checking it through, and it wasn't any of it. Nothing. We tried everything. 2016, 15, 995. Nice. The other week I'd said that there was a couple picking a van up, and they'd part exchange this, and I didn't think that they'd had it from us. They did. They had this from us.
Oh, right.
So they've put it back in part exchange. So again, a lovely van. So yeah, I did everything on my video, and it ended up that the fuse was just a little bit further up, but not the fuse in the toilet. The fuse that was supplying the power to the fuse in the toilet that it hadn't got, because it hadn't got a fuse in the toilet, but there's a fuse that supplies the power to the toilet from the Caravan, and even if you've got a fuse, there's another fuse that sometimes supplies that fuse. Confusing, isn't it? Well,
so is that a fuse that's in the main fuse board then?
so that was a fuse in the main fuse board.
Nowhere near the toilet.
Nowhere near the toilet, because there wasn't a fuse in the toilet on that one, so there was a fuse that supplied the toilet in the main fuse board, which would have been in sort of here on this one. Nice 5-berth family van. Again, this is just coming 18495. It's a 17. So basically what had happened is that fuse, although it was working, it wasn't letting enough voltage come through to the toilet. So we've got power to the little board on the toilet, the little white board, but then when we pressed the button, it hadn't got enough power to put the power through to the actual pump itself. So the pump was working, we checked the pump, the PCB was working, but when we pressed the button, the PCB wasn't telling the pump to work. And what it was that fuse. Even though the fuse was working, it was furred up, so it wouldn't let the amount of power come through. So sometimes, top tip, even if your fuse looks okay and it's actually working, just give and I think in the toilet video I'd said about giving your fuse, we've looked in that one before, give your fuse a clean up, clean the contacts.
So you just have to replace the fuse. You managed to replace the existing fuse.
Yeah, we could have got away with just cleaning the existing fuse. We'd replaced it, to be fair, because we'd lost all hope. We'd lost all hope by that point, so we just put a new fuse in and it sorted it. Another little 2-berth that's just come in, 2016 Gennaro, I think it's 15995, is it? Nice little van, been well looked after, this one. So yeah.
Some pictures of this earlier and thought it looked nice.
Yeah. It's a lot of the electrical issues sort of can boil down to your fuse, and your fuse is the quickest and easiest thing to check first. So even if you think, yeah, that fuse, it's working, it looks good, double check it, and even just pop a new fuse in. At least then it's a dead quick item that you can swap over and change. We had a problem earlier with a bed, so we'll drop over to that and see me cock the bed up. Right, so bloody bed's broke, hasn't it? So we're going to just remove everything.
What's the problem with your bed? Let's have a look.
Basically what's happening is it just won't pull out. I think someone's tried to have a go at making it, but it's not happened. So we're going to move these cushions. Pop that cushion up there. Now this baseboard should be underneath of that.
Oh, underneath the drawers?
Yeah, underneath of there. So what we're going to do is firstly, and what's possibly happened is all these have probably fell off at the back. So if we move this one over, and now at the back of here you can see all these have fell off. So
oh yeah. So where should they be sitting then?
All on top of here.
Ah, right.
So it's like a Rubik's cube. This is. You'll get so far. You'll get so many on, and then they all fall back off again. Is what normally happens.
It's a bit like when you buy a bed and you have to put all the slats on the bed, isn't it?
It's never good. Right, so in theory, that should be good.
Okay.
That should be working. There's one here that's really pulled off, and they're only stapled on. So you can either, if you've not got a stapler, just put a screw through the webbing and back in, or if you've got a stapler, staple them back in. So basically that just needs to go onto there, and then be stapled back in. So that's a job that we're going to have to do in a minute. But what I'm going to do first is show you how to put it back together properly. So that it's all fell apart. No, that's normally what tends to happen. That's what I was saying about a minute ago. And what happens. And this is why they invented.
Oh no!
This is why
it's all gone.
This is why they invented fixed beds.
And the pull-out sides that are what they the Baileys that have those pull-out sides.
Quite a few of them have started to do it now.
Yeah, they're a load better, aren't they? Those pull-out sides.
They do make life easier, but it's just a case. Can you imagine trying to do this when you're drunk?
Oh, yeah.
You come back from the pub.
Yeah, you'd end up just sleeping on the floor.
I'd
Wouldn't
be
you,
out in the awning. That's it. I've had enough. I'm out in the awning. I'll just sleep outside. So, in theory, what should happen? What's happening is because I've got all these in the way, it's then stopping it.
Steady.
So when you pull these in and out, just try and go nice and steady. And just go. Nice and easy like that, and then it should be fine.
Sit down.
And then in theory, push them back in nice and steady. So now, once that is in,
Baseboard.
baseboard needs to go in, and I think what they've done on this van is they've probably removed this so that they can remove the chest when they've had a seat, so they've had the U-shaped seating. I'm not going to screw it back in, so it gives us the option then.
Ah, right, is that normally screwed in then?
So these then are normally screwed in, and then this holds in place.
Right, yeah.
Two little bobbles that go onto here, so that then you can lift this off and on. So I suppose really we do need to screw it back on, in fairness. That's something that we'll put onto the list and get them to get sorted. But basically, that should be back done and dusted then. Steady, steady, steady. Pull your bed out nice and steady. Don't go mad.
Yes.
Back in nice and steady. Do it two hands. And then yeah, that's about it for this week. We've had some new vans obviously in. Sales are picking back up again now. It had gone a little bit quieter sort of over that April period. I think people using the vans, etc. So it's starting to pick back up. We're starting to get a few more Part X's in. We've got a couple of Part X's up the top, which hopefully by next week they might have come through and we can have a look in those. I don't think we've got anything to buy just next week. We're still a little bit low on funds. So we're stocked up on both sites as much as possible at the minute, but we're just trying to grow it nice and steadily. So hopefully I've not been waffling, because I've not got COVID, I've got man flu, and yeah, so I'm a waffler today. Thanks for watching. We will see you next week, and on Mark at the Caravan Place.